help if I put the sound on, doesn't it? We've got 20 seconds left. Happy New Year! Hiya, Roger. I don't know if you can hear me over the music, but I will change that in a second. The music's about to quit now anyway, so it's dying off, it's dying off, it's dying off, and that means I'm here! Hello! Hello everyone, how was your Christmas and New Year? Hopefully it was really good. I'm still suffering with a chest infection, and I'm still coughing my guts up, which is why tonight I'm on the lemonade to soothe my throat. No milk tonight, unfortunately. But you may have noticed in some of my other videos that I've got new stuff in the man cave. I've got my 3D printer. Thanks to he's watching tonight, so I'm going to give you a big shout out to Beanie's Hobbies. That's Matthew Bean. Matthew Bean's the guy who sent me the Iron Man heart there, arc reactor. He also sent me the Terminator head, actually. But I went to visit him a few days ago, and God, you should see his garage. He's actually got a channel as well, so if you want to check out Beanie's Hobbies, just click on his name and that will take you to his channel. But I bought an Ender 3 off of him because I wanted to experiment in the world of 3D printing, which is what I'm doing now. And this is printing at the moment the very start of Vincent from the Black Hole. You know, I've said I've always wanted to build Vincent. Well, that is Vincent being built now. Now, the Vincent is a 1-1 build. It's a scale build, but because of the size of the printer, and I really don't want a full-size robot in the man cave, I ain't going to have anywhere to put it. I think I'll put it down to 40%, so it's going to be still about this big. Say big. So that's going to look pretty good. And that's my first, well, actually, it's my third print on that printer. I printed Mrs. World Away an owl, then she had a dog, and now I've just gone straight into it and doing Vincent robot. But Matthew Bean said Beanie's Hobbies. Look, check where you've probably seen this in the background anyway, but he had already printed this for me. These are absolutely brilliant. Look, we got the spoiler alert if you haven't watched The Mandalorian. These need painting, but there's the little baby Yoda in the cradle there, which I think is absolutely brilliant, and the massive baby Yoda here, and this is quite heavy as well. So I don't know what the infill percentage is of that, but again, this needs painting, but it's really good. So I thank you for that, Matthew. I mean, that is looking brilliant in the man cave. The other thing that I'm doing, Jim, Billy Bob, if you're watching, I've got my Ram shirt on. But I don't know if that's a punishment for me tonight, because like if anyone follows the NFL, the Rams have done absolutely bloody awful. So they're out the wild cards. Well, I didn't even get to the wild cards. It's just been a mare for my LA Rams team. So I guess I'm going to be a neutral going into the Super Bowl. But I'm wearing it with pride tonight. He bought me this when he went to see the Rams in Wembley this year. So oh, well, there's always next season, isn't there? Let's have a read about what some of the things you got to say. Plush Cooper Trooper, thou lemonade saves throat. I hope so. I've had it since Christmas, and I'm glad I've got a voice. But tonight's stream, just so you know, is only going to go on till 9 o'clock tonight, because I've been told that this series of Stephen Moffat on BBC's One, the Dracula series, is supposed to be pretty good, and it ended on a cliffhanger. Hopefully, it's better than the Christmas Carol one, which was god awful. But yeah, so we're going to be working towards 9 o'clock tonight. Chris Campbell, gargle with TCP. That stuff is vile, Chris. TCP. Rather gargle with gin or rum. Robert Dimmons, Happy New Year, Wayne and Mrs. Wayne. Hope you had a good time down to business now, Wayne. It is. I came back on the 28th, wasn't it? I think that was my first video, and I was meant to do an X-Wing video, but I didn't. Let's just move Baby Yoda over here. Stay there. I actually did the X-Wing issue 15. Now, unfortunately, here's issue 15 that I've been working on. The gore, we're a bit blown out here, so you're not going to be able to see, I'll put it down there, what I've got. We're supposed to put some pipes into these sections here, linking to here, and also here, linking to here. Now, I thought I would take the user's advice and put those bits in first, then put the pipes in afterwards. And I thought, you know, you've already experienced it, so if I follow some viewer's advice, I'm never going to go wrong. Yeah, don't do that. Do what the magazine says, because I snapped off all of the bits as they all fell out, and this is basically rubbish now. So I've had to order another issue 15, which means now my X-Wing build is on hold until that issue 15 arrives. Although I did see one down my local W.H. Smith's today, but Not good. I hate it. The last time I made a complete cock up where it was completely unusable was issue 99 of the where are we, of the DeLorean, where I had at the same time I had a sore throat and a chest infection. So perhaps when I meal I shouldn't be building, but I can't help myself. I don't like falling behind. You see, if I fall behind, it freaks me out, and I get panicky. So, but there you go. But I'm aiming to get video out each day, Monday to Friday, and have the weekends off. That's what I want to do in the new year. So we're looking at 5 times 52 weeks. That's a lot of videos, isn't it? But I mean, the good news is we were counting. I mean, I was with my family on New Year's Eve, and we were looking at the YouTube stats because I was like 6 users away from 20,000, and we finally did it before New Year's Day, before the clock struck 12, and then it got to something like 203. Then it jumped back to like 19,999. Then it rocketed up to something like 20,013. I think I'm currently sitting on 20,070 or something. So all of you who have subscribed, thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed, just press that subscribe button. You'll be notified all the time when my videos are out. I think on my analytics, something like 46% of the people that watch my videos haven't subscribed to me. So how do you know I'm releasing a video? Is it like on my Twitter feed or something? I don't know. So, all fun. Okay, I'm scrolling back. Penny, you're currently working on BD1. Oh, wow. Well, I mean, I do love this thing, and I don't know. Can you hear it in the background? Anyone? The fan's on it, but it's really silent, as Matthew did tell me that it would be. But I do love the prints on it. And the spool that I'm printing off is only the one that I think came with it. It's only a 250 grams. 200 grams, sorry. I've ordered a kilogram. That should be here tomorrow for the big parts I need to build. But I'm going to be putting that on the channel. So this channel is also going to be a 3D printing channel. God, we've got model trains coming up. 3D printing coming up. We've got the Agora models Shelby coming up. I'll talk about that in a second. The DeLorean's finishing. Ghostbusters Ecto 1's out in a couple of weeks. 22nd, I think we're going to start seeing shipments for that. Oh God, I'm just losing track of everything. I'm going to need to keep a diary, I think, about everything that's coming on. Megan Nico, hello Wayne. I bought a carpet bike from Mike Lane. Mike's done some brilliant things, and have you seen his designs for the railway tracks? I've spent £300 on those railway tracks for Mike Lane to come up with a solution for it. That's just typical. But thank you, Mike Lane. Thank you for thinking about all of the people in the community with the DeLorean and those tracks. That's just terrible. Mark Dennis, good afternoon from Kentucky. You've had your end of free for a year now. I've heard so many good things about it, Mark, and I'll tell you what, it was the simplest. I was worried. I got Matt to give me an idea of how to set it up and stuff, but I was worried. But I was printing in about 10 minutes of getting it, and today I did something you're not meant to do, and I think I've got away with it. But basically, the filament snapped at the end, and all I did was chased it with some other filament, and it's worked perfect. So I don't think you're meant to do that, by the way. I think you're meant to take the old filament out and put the new one in, but it's worked okay, so who knows. I do like the 3D print though, so when I'm doing builds and videos, you might see this printing on there. Don't be afraid to stick in the comments, Wayne, what the hell are you printing? Most of the time I don't know, but my son hasn't seen it yet, so as soon as he gets here, I'm probably going to be building all sorts of weird and wonderful things. Who knows? Simflord69, question Wayne, where can I get a plastic cover for my DeLorean base? I want a cover so I can display it without getting dust as my build continues. I'm in the 40s, but I still want to display it. A plastic cover for the DeLorean base? I don't know. That might be something you might want to address to Model Mods, Simflord. Because they do custom things, not just cases. As a matter of fact, if you did need a case for anything, they can sort it out for you. Hello, Kevin, the Nexus. How are you? A Chicago Bears fan, Lee. Oh. That's just rubbing insult into injury. Hi, mate. At least my Bills made the hi, Jim. Made the playoffs. Let go, Buffalo. They did, but it's just I'm going to wear it with pride. I'm going to wear it with pride, even though we're having a mare of a season. I'm sure we're going to be coming back next season all the more stronger. But well, let's see what happens at the Super Bowl, shall we? Lost in Space is amazing. I haven't seen it, Mike, but I've heard it's good. I've heard good things about it. I've just started watching The Witcher. Has anyone been watching that? Didn't really understand what was going on in the first episode, but it was bloody as hell. So I think Wayne is having a power nap. What? power nap today, actually, funny enough. Try chicken noodle soup, works wonders. I think I've answered that, Matt, what builds I've got planned this year. Bin is not for this live stream. Oh, has the stream started? Evening all. What? I'm confused. Oh, I was going to say, Beanie, I was going to say, we are streaming. That way you can watch it all back in the on-demand. I've been mentioning you completely and utterly, totally, in your channel, and you've missed it all. Man, it seems like, I mean, Eric, tell me about it. It feels like I haven't seen you since 2019. The last time we did a stream, I've seen Star Wars. Yeah. And we've had Christmas, we've had New Year's. I've lost my voice. I've got a 3D printer. And we've celebrated New Year. So what else can I say? Has anyone seen Star Wars? It was all right. It just didn't make any sense at all. Didn't make any sense at all. So that's my opinion. It was way better than The Last Jedi, but yeah, shaking my head at that one, unfortunately. John O'Neill, those pipes are the most fiddly things on the XP ball so far. You get to look at 3 or more of them as well. Oh, great. The problem is, John, I had them all in the way I meant to have them, but they just kept falling out. So stupid me decided what I'll do is I'll put one in at a time and glue them. Then I realised I glued them upside down. Then I tried to take them out and broke all the tabs off, and it just went worse and worse and worse. I was stepping into bigger piles of poo every time I tried to do something to fix it. So I just chucked it in the drawer out of frustration, and that's the reason you got a DeLorean video that day. But when it comes back, I know what to do now, so we won't have that problem again. Well, I haven't put the pipes on my X-Wing. It still looks fine. I will do it, Plush. I'll put them on because I've got OCD. If I don't do it, then it will drive me crazy. Hence why I'm continuing with this bloody DeLorean. And that finishes in like 2 episodes. And the last episode is just an instruction manual. I haven't got to do anything to the car. But you know I'm still going to buy it because, you know, I've got to display all of them. I don't know. When is the Bismarck back on stream? Robert Dibbons, I haven't received it yet, but I should be getting it, I would say, next week. So we'll have 4 episodes next week. I get that monthly, unlike the others. So where the others dribble out like at least 1 a week, you won't get the Bismarcks until pretty much every month, and then you'll just get a marathon of them during the week. So that's how that works. Manuel, the Bugatti Veyron Supersport's only a trial. There's been no official release date for that yet, so we're still waiting for that. It is a really quiet printer, Paint with Penny. I think the only thing that's loud on it is the fan, and it's not as loud as the fan that I've got over the other side of the room that you can't see. Because I need that fan. If I didn't have that fan, I'll be sweating big time. Mark Dennis, Kenneth Green, ordered some silicone levelers. Haven't leveled my bed since June. I think the first mistake I made, Mark, actually, talking about leveling the bed, was I had my extrusion too high from the bed. So what would happen is the filament would come out, it would cure, and then it would just lie on the bed, so it wouldn't stick. And that was the problem, making it stick. Since I fixed it, it sticks too good. It's a bloody pain to get it off. But again, Matt provided me with the scraper and stuff, which I've already lost. It's in here somewhere. To get all of that off. And I don't have a problem keeping that clear. It's got a magnetic base, so I can just pick that mat up afterwards and clean it that way. But yeah, it's all good. Narcoleptic Tinker, just don't forget us OGs when you're the big famous YouTuber. I won't be the big famous YouTuber. Narcoleptic Tinker, I'm just down to earth me. What you see here is what I'm like in real life, and I'm sure that again Beanie's hobbies will contest to that because he's met me. What you see is what you get, unfortunately. Happy New Year, John Hunter. Every time I see that name, John Hunter, I'm like, do I know you? I know someone called John Hunter, you see. But I don't think we worked together, did we? 10 years ago. Unless it is you. I don't know. Can't wait for the 67 shell, but ordered it yesterday. Wade, glad you reminded me about that. Okay, so Agora Models have been in touch with me, and they've been reading all of your comments on my Pack 1 unboxing. And what they've done is they've collated a list of your questions and their answers to it. Things like, is this just a knockoff of the DLSD one? No, it's not. But what we're going to do is I'm going to be displaying all of that on a video to answer all of your questions for you. They're doing all that together. So when they're ready with it, I'll be ready with it to give to you. So that's the Shelby. But I mean, first impressions of it, wow. It's going to be heavy, I know that much. But wow, it's really, really impressive. The instructions should be out soon as well, obviously, because the first shipment's going to be going out in January. So that's that. Don't worry, Beanie Hobby. As I said, you'll be able to see it on the on demand. Happy New Year, David Bassett. You just got the one-to-one Terminator arm kit. Oh my god, I bet that's going to be massive, Revo Dave. I'd like to see it though. Pictures. Anthony Bird, what are your railway plans then, Wayne? Small gauge or garden railway or common HO gauge? It's either going to be N gauge or 00 gauge. But what I'm going to do, Anthony, is I'm going to be taking a video to the Corby Model Railway Society, who have actually got a ride-on train and their own grounds to ride it on with there. And then I'll show you some of the things that they've done. And I'll also show you their main setup, if you like. Then I'll show you what my dad's done. And then we'll work from there, I think. But it's going to be from scratch. From an empty table to the track laying to everything. So, because I'm learning as I go along. A little bit like the 3D printer, I'm learning as I go along. I tend to find that people are more interested in getting into the hobby. So they want to know where to start from and stuff like that. Which is what rings true with me for most of these things. Remember, I had very limited building knowledge when I did the Millennium Falcon like 4 years ago. So everything I've learned is from you good people and watching YouTube. So it's all good. Svi, yeah, you could totally do that with the filament. Just got to be careful. I thought I was doing something wrong, Svi, I have to say. But it was a clean break. And because it like was pushing the other one, I just thought, why not? Let's try it. The worst that can happen is it will fail after, I don't know, 30 centimetres of filament. But no, it worked perfect. So perhaps we should just keep that one a secret. Beanie's hobby, that's fine. How that's how I change my filament. If I want to change, I didn't know. I tried to do a search. Can I do this? And no one mentioned it. So I think it's one of those things on the download. You're not meant to mention it. But yeah, it worked. I don't know why it snapped off. Look, it's hang on, I'll show you. Look, it was only a little bit. It just snapped off. This stuff, is it flexible? Let's have a look. Quite flexible. Oh no, not really. Not really flexible at all. What am I saying? So that's probably why it snapped off. Everyone's waiting for the Ecto 1. I'm sure that when that video goes live, Def's champion or D34's champion, the video's going to go mental, I think. I think that's the big build this year, and I think that's what Eagle must have put all of their eggs in. I think that's why they cancelled the DB5, why they cancelled the GTR Nissan. They've also cancelled the Star Wars ships. I think that ends the middle of the year or something. So they're doing something there. They're cutting down the amount of stock, I think, to plough things into that. But the Ghostbusters is only subscription only, which is a shock. I really thought that was going to be in the newsagents, but apparently not. So any stress on getting the Ender 3 base level? My prints keep getting messed up. Kenneth Green, have you seen the thing with the post-it notes? Where you just slide the post-it note under the bed and adjust it till it drags. And then just do the next corner and then have a look. Just put Ender 3 bed level in YouTube and it will tell you that. See, I'm giving advice and this is like day 3 of me owning a 3D printer. Go Patriots. I'm just going to get mocked for this. Thank you, Jim. I'm going to get mocked for this tonight. You like The Witcher? How far are you in, Chris Camplin? I said the first episode I just didn't know what was going on. I had to use the Wikipedia sort of summary guide to figure out what was happening. It does seem good. Another Bears fan? Oh my god. Hey Max Overdrive, what's happening? That was my name when I first started a YouTube channel. Max Overdrive. But I thought, you know what, I feel stupid saying this is Max Overdrive when my name's Wayne, so I thought I need something with Wayne in the title. But it's embarrassing. You go and look at a lot of people's old YouTube videos, like their first ones, just reverse the order and see what they look like when they first started. They look like scared rabbits, a lot of them, even myself. Fran, hi Wayne. Thinking of building a D'Agostini Hummer truck. What's your thoughts on it? Have you heard good reviews on it? I have heard good reviews on it, but I don't think many people. I haven't seen many pictures of it. And I don't know if anyone in the chat here is doing it as well. It does look pretty impressive. It's probably not the sort of thing I'd build, though, I have to say. Rattling Ghost, I've got a question regarding the Agora Super Snake and the normal GT. I'm busy building from regarding... I think at the moment, Rattling Ghost, if you address all your questions to Agora, I'm reckoning I'm going to have a response to that either probably early next week. But what you got to remember is that the Liam White comes from Model Space. He helped set Model Space up all those years ago, and now he's got his own company. So he knows what you want, basically. That's why I'm pretty impressed with the build. And if you follow him on Twitter, the actual Agora models, they give you daily updates of the process of actually getting this to the actual stage we're at now, where we're actually distributing after manufacturing. Really interesting about how they get to that stage. I think I'm very much behind on chat, so I apologise for that. I am trying to catch up. Where am I? Oh my god, I'm very much behind. Here we go. Chris Camplin, what did I miss? Dan Dog took a giant dump in the kitchen because of the rain. What she was asking, not an elephant. Okay. Hey, wait, what do you mean when you said model trains for this year? Toby, I'm going to be building a model railway from scratch. So that's coming to the channel as well. But I'm also going to introduce you to some television famous model railway presenters who actually live in Corby with us. So I think that's going to be a real good branch for the channel. I always wanted to build a train, and I am aware that the D'Agostini's got the C57. But I think model railways is the way to go, because there's a lot of techniques in model railway, in it, building model railways, which will cross over easily into scale modelling. Big time. Hey Wayne, I made a New Year's greeting on my channel. You might like to watch it subtitled. Mega Nico, I'll check that out after the stream. The Bullet car is up for auction a week tomorrow. Really? This? Oh, wow. Mark's Mods. Oh, there we go. Mark's Mods is building the Hummer Fram. Has anyone seen Cats? Gaz and I've been playing with 3D printers for 2 years and now 6 of them. You're like Matthew, Beanie's Hobbies. I can't believe how many printers he's got. And when I went to visit him, they were all on the go. And I was like, I'll be honest with you, I was in my paradise. It was like a geek's paradise there. All these hot toys, everything he's print. I'll tell you, I could live. Matthew, I need a room. I could spend a week's holiday. Not that Mrs. Welder Wayne's going to appreciate that, but. Oh god, it was great. Check your messenger for Rams 2020 opponents. I will do. Jim. Robert, when you're not the only one has complained about Star Wars Lego, said it's a non-goer. The Star Wars are breaking ties with Lego. I don't know if you're aware of that. It's why they haven't got the Lego section, Star Wars section at Windsor anymore. Windsor Legoland. They've been on that for a while, so I don't know why they've fallen out. But then, like the whole movie industry, pretty much, the whole Disney side of it anyway, fell out with McDonald's, which is why you don't see any Disney merchandise in the kids' Happy Meal toys anymore. But things happen. It's all to do with money at the end of the day, I reckon. Hey, Penny, your 3 printers run in a bedroom. I sleep like a log. It's like ambient noise to you now, though, Penny, I'm guessing. I bet you can't sleep if you didn't have the noise of the 3D printers. You'll have to record the noise and just play it back when they're not running. Then you'll get a decent night's sleep. Happy New Year, Ian. Oh, and Ian, thank you for your continued support on Patreon. I really appreciate that. The Ecto 1 website says the car has the siren, but they haven't played it in the videos. I haven't heard it yet, Chris, I have to say. But guaranteed if it doesn't, Model Mods or someone will make one. I mean, hell, I've even got the sound of the siren, so it shouldn't be that hard to do. It is a big day at work tomorrow, Ian. I'm actually going to put it off till Monday, I think, Ian. I can't go in too much detail with that because they don't know yet. I only went back to work today because it's my first day back. I've got to work tomorrow as well. This is my real job. My other job, sorry. And my real job. I get confused myself now. Mark Dennis, Wayne, the only mods I've made to my Ender 3 is the direct drive, all metal extruder, silicon levelers, and glass bed. Well, I said Matt had already put the extruder, what's it called, the filament sort of holder on the side now, which is much easier. He's upgraded the fans around the extruder. Can you hear me when I turn that way? He's done a load to it, so I mean, I was really appreciative how easy it was to set up. David V, any idea if kit from Knight Rider will be released? No idea. I know that D'Agostini did a trial for it, and that's the last thing I heard about it. Thanks, mate. Looking forward to your railway building. Anthony, the job before that is to clear the garage out. And I'll probably, as I said to my patrons, I'll have that in a Patreon video, because when I showed you in Patreon how bad that garage was, it's worse. And I'm planning to tackle that next week. It's going to be fun job that is. Andrew James, hi Wayne, if you're 3D printing oh yeah, I've been on Thingiverse already, Andrew James, although I did get the Vincent builds, the STL files from a Facebook group, which is good. So if I'm doing the video, I'll have to plug them, but I'm trying to figure out who was the actual original content creator for that, because I don't know, so I'll try and credit them, but I don't know. Wow, what have I done there? My chat keeps jumping down the screen for some reason. So bear with me. Does anyone have any recommendations of getting out of stock issues from Eaglemoss? Can't get them out of France or UK anymore. Japan is also out of stock. Horrible. Well, Japan is D'Agostini. Are you talking about for the DeLorean, Mark? Because if that's the case, you want to be looking at D'Agostini Japan, because they do the DeLorean. Holland is probably the best one. The Netherlands, because they started after everybody. So try the Netherlands, but I haven't got a site. But Mega Nico might be able to help you with that. Can't wait to see what Mike Lane comes out with Ecto 1. I can't wait to see what Mike Lane comes up with, period. I wonder if Agora would be doing the 1958 Plymouth as well. Would be a killer. I can see. I mean, I'm not speaking for Agora at all, but I can see them actually releasing, like they said, something military, perhaps a plane, something that appeals to a cross section of an audience rather than just like the Diecast Club, just keeping it as cars and stuff. I can see them being a lot more diverse, but I could be wrong. Is it a little strange that Model Space GT500 is out of stock with a monthly price £39, but you get it via Agora at £50 plus month? Are we getting slightly stung? All I know, Ian, is it is different. I don't know in what way, and I said Agora's getting back to me from that. I know the tyres will definitely be different. I promoted you on the Dean Park Station group on Facebook. Well worth a look. Look up Dave Class 47 on YouTube. I will, Philip. Thank you for that. Beanie Zombies, PLA is quite brittle. Doesn't like to get damp or anything. I've just noticed that. I've just learnt that. I'm going to try and print with that AS. What's this stuff called? ABS. I'm going to try that and see what sort of prints come out with that. I understand it's going to make my room smell like candy floss or something, but yeah, that could be a fun one. I'm guessing, Lee, we will be getting a screwdriver with the Ecto 1 build. I've got hundreds of them now, but as Jim Billy Bob will tell you, I swear by the wearers, they're excellent. They've lasted for ages. Bexac, I'm okay, and I think talking's helping because I haven't coughed as much as I have been today. I keep coughing, and I don't know why. I was terrible over Easter, and as you probably heard of my Merry Christmas message, I was losing my voice. But and I haven't drank that much over Christmas. New Year's Eve, I had one cracker rum and Coke. See, I'm not a big drinker, hence why I've got lemonade now. So when I say I'm not a big drinker, that sounds like I'm a drinker. I'm not really a drinker. So. Mark, probably will take 2 years for Ecto to hit Holland. The Witcher is very rude. I didn't realise how bad. It started off okay, but then the last, say, 15 minutes of episode 1, oh my god. Max power like Homer Simpson. Now, Max Overdrive comes from Hackers. Anyone ever seen that film with Angelina Jolie and Matthew Lillard? I think Max Overdrive was a character in that, wasn't it? They had acid burn. And I'm sure Max Overdrive might have been one. I don't know. Bexac, when I do my next Bismarck video, I'm sure to weigh it for you. Svi, you finished The Witcher and love it. Your only gripe is the time hopping. They need to make it clear which time. Yeah, that's probably where I was getting confused, Svi. I didn't have a clue what was going on. I am waiting for The Mandalorian Season 2, though, because Season 1 ended brilliantly. If you haven't seen The Mandalorian, wow, you're in for something special. Happy New Year, Bexac. Go Green Bay. I'm still getting it. But does Liam know we want a Johnny 5? Well, if he's watching this stream, he does know now, Chris. Happy New Year from Grantham. You're only down the road. I'll wave to you. Anyone think that Agora seem to be copying Model Space? Christopher, the people that made Model Space are now Agora. They've made their own company. So Model Space is still doing what Model Space do, but now you've got Liam White fronting Agora Models, which is basically on a new mission statement of providing excellence with the models they build. So I've been in touch with Hornby. Hornby are interested at the moment, so we might be getting some stuff from Hornby. At the moment, I'm more interested in building track and layout before we start going into the rolling stock. But I mean, I've got quite a bit of track and rolling stock already because my dad's a hoarder when it comes to railway parts, and he's just basically given me free rein. But when I meet up with the model club, then I'm sure we're going to get some things from that as well to show you peeps. I'm sure I sent pics of my railway, 14-inch times 700 gauge. I warn you now, end gauge is a right pain unless you've got great eyesight. Yeah, I haven't, Toby. But I'll tell you what, who are we following? Eddie Izzard. If anyone's not following Eddie Izzard on Twitter, then you need to follow him now, because the model railway that he just demonstrated on there was amazing. And that was done in the last couple of days, so it would be the most recent thing he's posted. What was that? Come and stay over. My missus will do Mrs. Welder Wayne's nails. When we went to meet Beanie's Hobbies, me and Matt, we were just like geeking out in his garage. But Mrs. Welder Wayne decided to speak to Matthew's mum and his other half, and they were in there for about 3 cups of tea, and I didn't see him again. See, Mrs. Welder Wayne can speak for England, so I had to rescue her or rescue them from her. But actually, you're right. When I have no printers running at night, I'm worried I'm not printing something. Highway, check out Audi. They have Star Wars Lego alarm clocks. I've got an Audi down the road. I'll have to do that. I was driving down the A12 today and saw a white Mustang with blue stripes in it. It might have been the same as one you started building. I don't think so, Chris, because the Super Snake's basically going for like 2.2 million at the moment. I don't think you're going to see that sort of car in Essex, especially North Essex. Perhaps West Essex you might, but not North Essex. Have you heard info on whether Eagle Moss will extend Ecto 1? I think they leaked, John Hunter, that it's going to be 141 issues and then went back on it because they don't want to announce that at the start of the build. If you tell someone this is a 200 part build, you're not going to buy it. But if you say it's only 100 part and then tell them it's a 200 part when they get to issue 99, they're more inclined to continue. That's their strategy. That's their strategy. That is. Oh, John Hart. Hey, Dave Clark. Sorry, Everard Junction. I've already got that one. I already watched that one. That's a brilliant site. Oh, hi from the Czech Republic. Wow. We're worldwide tonight. I need a bigger man cave. I need a bigger house, Christopher. You hope DLC made a C3PO kit. The problem with that plush is when I built that one, there's not really that many parts. Just plates, really. It'll be like the Iron Man armor, you know. Once you've done like one hand, you've got to do another hand, and it'd be interesting to see because I think Iron Man's out in Italy at the moment. So, and from what I understand, they've all got switches still for the head, for the helmet, for the feet. And if you want to display it with all the things on, you've got to switch every individual one on, which that seems weird to me. But there you go. Any word of the A-team? No, nothing at all on that. Hi Wayne, any idea when we're getting more than 2 issues a month for the X-Wing? Mark, I'm believing the next delivery is going to be more than that because I got 5 issues in my last delivery to catch me up. I got up to issue 16 they sent me. So I believe now it's going to be every 4 issues a month. Lee, if you help me cleaning the garage, you're free. Well, Mrs. World of Wayne's going to help me as well. It's not really clearing it, it's getting stuff up in the loft. Because we took everything from the loft down so that my parents didn't have to get to it. But now they realise they don't need to get to it. There's no point in it being down there, so we're going to put it back up again. That was like a completely fruitless task, I'll tell you. Oh, Philip, really? Luke Towan. I'm going to have to keep looking back at my live stream because you've put loads of links and I've wrote nothing down, even though I've got a pen and paper here. There's no excuse for it. Neil Sutton, Happy New Year, Wayne. Love the channel and everything you do. Looking forward to another year ahead of World of Wayne. Thank you, Neil. Thank you so much for watching. What you need today, when does get a few members down, then give me a hand to clean the garage. I'm getting lots of help. That'd be excellent. I'm going to be planning on buying some of your merchandise, Wayne. I know someone bought my Let's Get Cracking shirt. I bought all of my brothers my World of Wayne branded shirt. They were over the moon. As a matter of fact, I might have to link some of them on my thing to show you my brothers wearing them. My dad got a World of Wayne cup. It was all World of Wayne merchandise. But what you don't realise, I don't get it any cheaper. I have to pay what you pay. So it's not like I get a discount or anything. Good luck with ABS. Consider PLA Plus instead. Or well, Matt gave me these paper pennies, so I just want to see how hard it really is. I heard it warps and does all sorts of weird and wonderful things. But we'll have a look. ABS stinks to keep your window open. It also warps like crazy. Oh, you've just answered my questions, Fee. When you say it stinks, is it like gets me high stinks or what? Where was I? I was enjoying that. I was enjoying reading that. You spend the week with Beanie's hobbies and I spend the week with the seals. Okay. Svi, where's your comment? I've lost it. Oh, there we go. ABS stinks to keep your window open. It also warps like crazy. I've heard that, but the thing is that a lot of people use it. So they've either... I heard it's best for enclosed cabinets. But this room, I mean, this house, I'm in a brand new house here, and they've got that stupid, like, beanbag pellets in the wall, so I hardly ever have to have the heating on. It's so hot in here. And I'm wondering if that might make a difference, but we'll see. Ian Campbell, I'm printing the head section here for Vincent from the Black Hole. That's what's printing at the moment. So... ABS is bad smelling stuff. I'll probably put a lighter to it first then so I can have a smell. I've got a Juliet balcony just the other side of this camera here, so if I do need to open a massive double door, I can. Wayne, have you seen the Bumblebee we're getting in Argentina or Chile? It's built over 30 numbers only, 40 centimetres height, same model. I haven't seen that, but funny you should mention that. Do you remember I said, was it Great Scott from America? If you're watching this on the on demand, you're going to love this story. You know, you sent me the the Bumblebee from America on card. I don't know how much that is. That's normally about $5 to $9, I think. I got an invoice through from FedEx last week for $30 for customs for it. They think I'm going to pay that. They got another thing coming. $30 customs. I didn't even know it had gone through customs, and it shouldn't even be going through customs if it was a gift, and it definitely shouldn't be going through customs if it's below $20. So, God, terrible. Where can you watch The Mandalorian in the UK? Now that's a question. Chris, I think what you should do is you should go onto Google and ask that question. You'll find the answer, because I can't condone telling you how to get The Mandalorian in the UK when it's not out in the UK till March on Disney Plus, and any right-minded person will subscribe to Disney Plus and watch The Mandalorian. Who's a Liverpool fan? They're playing at the moment, aren't they? Who's winning, Lee? Why does my thing keep jumping down? Where are you streaming The Mandalorian from? Or can't you say? I'm not streaming it. I just happen to have seen it, Andrew. I don't know how I saw it. It's something that came into my head and I saw it. I think, didn't I go to New York? That was it. I went to New York and I watched it in a hotel all the time and we watched it. So that was good. Wait, how far's Coventry for you? Not far at all, Robert. As a matter of fact, we passed Coventry a few months ago because I was staying in the Coventry Hill Hotel. I always stay in the Coventry Hill Hotel, actually, because it's the cheapest hotel in Coventry that's nearest to the NEC when I go to Insomnia. Any New Year's resolutions? None at all. Apart from I'm going to be putting more content on this channel. I'm going to be working a lot more on this channel this year than I did last year. Now, last year we managed to get 9,500 subscribers. So this year, I want to get another 15. Whether I do it or not, I don't know. But we'll see. That's not the be all and end all. I just enjoy doing the videos. You can see that when I'm building them. I hope you build your own Dalek. Oh my god, I'm not really a Doctor Who fan though. That's the thing. So, add a speaker to C3PO. Someone's already done that. Oh, Mega Nico, take care, and I will look at your New Year's greeting. So thank you for that. The Super Snake Mustang is not available in the USA yet. I signed up, but got a very nice email from Agora. They put my name and email to a list as soon as it's released. Yeah, it's not released anywhere at the moment yet, John. I got a pre-delivery of it, so we can unbox it. And towards the end of January, they're going to start the shipments. They do ship worldwide, according to the website. So it's not going to be a problem getting it over to you. But I think they've got to work out postage rates, because they would post them in bulk, I'm guessing, once they see who signed up and how many people and stuff like that. Hey Wayne, I think you builds a top quality, and Happy New Year. Happy New Year, John, to you too. Yeah, Platinum. I think I do need an enclosure to print the ABS, but I said this room is hot, so I'm guessing the enclosure just stops it warping, from what I understand. But I mean, it won't. You get the little test dog. I might just print one of them and see what happens. John Fairbrother, you might be able to answer my question. Have the subscribers for the DeLorean got the... Is it done now for them? Or are you still waiting on issues, those 3 issues? I don't know. Where are you with the subscribers with the DeLorean? Because I could have picked up issue 157 today, but I didn't. I left it in my newsagents. I haven't got time to do that at the moment. I'm going to need a glass bed for the ABS. Beanie, I've ordered one of them. So yeah, that's coming as well. Colin Walker, saw a vid about the X-Wing. Why is there so much hidden detail? I believe it's so people can modify the model if they want to. Probably. It just seems weird that they've got that detail, which they just like clamp shut afterwards. And to be honest with you, once the model's finished, do you really go back to... I haven't opened the Millennium Falcon. I haven't even turned the lights on it. The batteries ran out ages ago. The R2-D2 hasn't left that shelf. I've had it on, but it hasn't left the shelf. I don't think I've touched the C3PO. I think the joy is to build the models and actually display them. But using them as like an interactive toy thing, I don't know. It's nice you've got the option there, like the DeLorean with the flux capacitor and the Christmas tree, but it's not something I'm going to keep opening the case for to press the button. Although Model Mods do have the remote version, don't they? So it's making me think. See, I make these statements and I don't think what I say. You don't want to sniff ABS fumes for pretty long, pretty toxic. Yes, the cabinet is very useful. Just the movement of air, you're walking past enough to warp it and start... God, it sounds like terrible stuff. Why do people use it then? Is it because I was watching a video and they said that ABS is stronger, but they dispelled that myth big time. So I don't know. The next, I heard that Matt told me that actually about switching everything on with the Hot Toys version. Where am I? Andrew James, ha ha ha. I don't know what you're laughing at. Please fill me in. I'm using, Andrew James, I'm using Cura. Cura is the only one I know how to use, to be honest with you. Carl Pochin. Pochin. When you buy anything from the US, you pay postage and you pay for the global shipping program. What it used to happen, Carl, is anything under $20 we didn't pay customs on. Because I used to get laser discs from someone called Ken Crane in California. And I'd make sure my value of the order was below $20 so that I wouldn't get any customs on it. So God knows what's happened then. Thank you, Christopher Cones. Is the Shelby like the 1967 one-off? Yes, it is. The one we're building is. It's the one that they built specially for in tie-in with Goodyear. Liverpool beating Sheffield United. Well, I hate Liverpool, but most of the players from Liverpool are on my Sky Fantasy Football Dream Team. So There you go. Hey, Vince, Happy New Year. How's it going, Vince? Did you have a good Christmas? Vince, if anyone don't, art by Vince, he's the guy that's did the cartoon drawing on my channel. Absolutely blinding guy, so check him out. I just realised my throat is closing up. The email said they were having an issue with paper, but the US store will open in January, February timeframe. Yeah, that sounds about right, John. Yeah, Robert Dibbons, I'll be down the NEC in April or Easter, whenever the Easter weekend is, Easter Sunday, because that's when Insomnia 66 is on. So that's when I'm going to be at Coventry again. So by all means, we can meet up. As a matter of fact, I've been everywhere I'm going at the moment. Where's the last place I went? I went to Gates Garden Centre to see for my kids to see Santa, and someone approached me there. If you see me in public, don't be afraid to come up to me. I'm like this. You're not going to see anything different than what I am here. But he emailed me afterwards and said, I'm sure you were in Gates today. And I'm like, oh, you should have said hello. Because that's me. Matthew Bowden, hi Wayne, Happy New Year. Good luck with 3D printing. My Rocketeer jetpack will take about 6 weeks to sand and prime to make it perfectly smooth after the print. That's what I'm going to have to do with this one. That's why I'm only building it at a 40% scale, because I want something that I can sand quite easily and get going. I want something that I can display to you and say, look what I have created. Ignacio, am I saying that right? Ignacio Nelson. The hidden details could be explained if the model is commercially sold, fully boxed by a different company with more features like opening hatches. Well, Ignacio said D'Agostini to sell it in Japan. It's not Eagle Moss. So it's I don't know if it's the publisher, but it's the original designs that obviously go forward. And what I'm surprised about is when they pick up issues or faults like we've seen in this country with the screws, that they don't get replicated in other countries. But as we've seen in this global communication world we live in, that didn't happen. And the problems we experienced here, other people abroad have experienced too. You're looking for a case for the Bismarck? I don't know, but Chris, Model Mods make custom design cases. All you need to do is give them the measurements and they can sort that out. They'll get you a price for that. Andrew was laughing at your answer to where you're watching the Mandalorian question. What was I supposed to say, Andrew? Really, what was I supposed to say? One day I was watching TV and it just popped on. I don't know how. I think it must have been a malfunction. I could say anything, couldn't I, really? Are you in Coventry too? Well, I'm always going down to the NEC, and I always stay at the Coventry Hill Hotel. Me and my son stay there because, as I said, it's so cheap. It's more like the Tower of Terror Hotel. That's what it looks like. It's a really gloomy place, but you know, the price is right, so. APS will make you hurt. Open the window. Matt, what did you give me? Wardy Model Railway comes a big railway show in November at the NEC. That's right. We've got one in here in we've got one in Kettering in March, but the biggest one in Kettering is in July. It's the one that used to be in Huntingdon at the Wood Green Animal Shelter. But I've got some pictures of that, but I really want to get a video going so you can see what other people are doing, and I'm more interested in not just their railways but their techniques to get some of the effects that they've done. Santa stole lots of money out of my bank account this year. Again, he can't afford to spoil 6 of us plus a dog with gifts out of his own pocket. I know, Santa's being a right little tight ass this year. Ian Campbell, you off to see Dracula? We've got 11 minutes, so I'm going to keep this stream going for another 11 minutes, and then I'm going to see what you're all raving about this Dracula. I heard it's a bit outside the box for what we know as Dracula. But that Christmas Carol, I don't know if anyone saw it with Guy Pearce. It did nothing for me. It was like watching a Christopher Nolan film. And I know I'm going to get backlash now by people saying, oh, Dark Knight and Returns is brilliant. But no, I can't get on with Christopher Nolan films. Philip, hope to see you being interviewed by Andy from Wally or Richard from the New Junction next year. No, that'd be cool. Bexac, I'm having trouble connecting the wire on the back of the DeLorean card and it won't connect. Is it pinched? That's weird. Plus, yeah, what issue are you up to on the X-Wing? I'm guessing 16, unless you've got more than that. So the NEC's got the biggest toy fair in February. Oh my god. I will be doing more X-Wing videos. If you didn't see the stream earlier on, I broke, look. Issue 15, I broke it. I'm waiting for another one to come. We need a World of Wayne get-together. Well, I always tell you where I am. I mean, I'll be at the London Film and Comic Con again this year. In the summer, probably. Oh no, 3D printer's just failed. No, it hasn't. Or your one. I've got... Have a look. It's at 81%, so there's not much left to do on that now. So... all good. It's true to the novel. Oh, is it? Okay. Although you saying that, Andy, I don't think what's her name? Bob Cratchit's wife was a prostitute in Charles Dickens' novel. And I definitely don't think that Scrooge was abused by his teachers in A Christmas Carol. So, but the Muppet Christmas Carol was more to the point. And they don't have the brilliant lines like "there's more of gravy than a grave about you." What annoyed me more was that it was serialised on the BBC for 3 episodes. And I thought this was a thing that the BBC had just created and all that. But no, it was created by a company called FX in America. And it came out a week before we got it here. So when I was looking at the backlash on Twitter, it was all to do with the FX one that they showed in America and not the one that was on the BBC. So what's fouled on it, Andrew? What went wrong with your 3D printer? I don't think I've had a print foul yet that I've actually, left. I did have problems with it sticking to the base, but I said that was my issue. I didn't level the bed up right. Oh, Dracula. Right, okay, that's fair enough. Thank you, Mrs. Worldaway. Charles, you can't say that. The best Christmas Carol was the Muppets. Dracula. It's on BBC One, Jim. It's like a... I don't know. Is it a serial? Or is it a 2-part thing or something? It's the same people that did Sherlock. It's Stephen Moffat and... Is it Mark Gatiss as well? Looks good from the trailer, but we haven't had a chance to see it yet, so... we'll have to see. Does Mrs. Worldaway... No, she don't have a website. Mrs. Worldaway just delights in reading. Notepads, bookcases, and reading. That's Mrs. Worldaway and all in a thing. FX bought out some junk. All my son's Terminator wanted for Christmas was his 2 front teeth. They flew off his modded smile, possibly from a combination of extreme hot weather and... What? Oh my god. That's not good news. That's not good news, Vince. I haven't actually looked at mine since I did them. The Terminator's just been lying on that shelf. We haven't needed anything yet. As a matter of fact, I don't know if there's going to be a video out tomorrow. I've got nothing to build. I could either do some more ribs for the victory there. I can't really do issue 16 of the X-Wing because I want to get issue 15 done. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Perhaps I'll introduce the 3D printer and do a Vincent one. About Vincent. Oh, we'll have to see. I don't know yet. Bob Denuto, I want to see the Patrick Stewart one. I got the free DVD on a newspaper a couple of years ago, and I think that's sitting around my parents' house at the moment. So I can see it, but I haven't had a chance. The next, if you missed it, Paul, the next Bismarck, there'll be four episodes, and they hopefully will be coming out next week. That's when they should arrive. Matt, I don't have a problem with sticking to the base there now. It sticks absolutely fine. Good little print, I have to say. I'm pretty confident with it, I have to say. But I think I'm going to run out of filament after this one. But we'll see where we go with that. I do like 3D printers that you can just leave them and get on with what you want for the rest of the day. And then when you come back to them, it's all like, wow, it's made something. I have to go do some work. Someone needs to keep London safe, not me. Happy New Year. Oh, Happy New Year, Jim. Thank you so much again for the shirt. And I really do hope you have a good year. And stay safe in London. Okay, I'm curious. I'm probably going to become a patron of you. On my Patreon, all I do on my Patreon is it's all the behind the scenes stuff. And I'm pretty much doing what I'm doing now. But I've basically done videos showing you how I do my editing, how I do the sound, how I make thumbnails, my plans for the year, all sorts of things. That's I try and get a video out almost every day, although I didn't yesterday. So, and I haven't today either, so I haven't said that. So, I mean, there's plenty of content already on there, and I only started it about a month ago, so perhaps a bit longer than that. But it is a good place to just share things which aren't as professional. It's not as professional as you'll see on my YouTube channel. It's more, what's the word I'm looking for? Candid. Candid, that's the word I'm looking for. It's a lot more candid. You get to see things that I would have normally edited out. As a matter of fact, one of my videos was one that was completely raw and unedited, and peeps could see all the mistakes I made, which is quite funny. So it's front teeth flew off like popcorn. We were looking at the head just before we added the neck. Nothing, some glue can't fix, hopefully. At least you found them again. The next T800 will be out next week now, Liam, because we're all up to issue 45 in the UK, so issue 46 comes out next week. Oh, God. Phoebe wants to come up. Okay, then. Wait, what is the mistake you made on the X-Wing? Paul, I said I cocked all the wires, all the... Oh, you can't see it. All the tubes here up, and they broke off. So, yeah, I'm just going to do that again. Right. Let's see if we can get Phoebe up. Happy New Year. I paid 12 months advance option for Ecto 1. Hope it's going to be amazing. Do they offer that now, Johnny? I never had that option when I signed up for it. People want to see you, darling. Yeah. Phoebe's got a new collar for Christmas, didn't you? Look, show people your lovely collar. Now, she's looking over in this direction this time because that's where the monitor is. So she's looking at herself. But look, you look there. That's where people live in that camera. All those people out there, they live in there. Yeah, they do. They do. And you've been eating too much chocolate, haven't you? All that doggy chocolate for Christmas, eh? She's getting old. Look at her. Phoebe's only a little jack cheese. She's 11 years old. She'll be 12 years old this year. So, little old girl, isn't you? But she always wants to come onto camera when I've got these lights on. It's like a calling card for her, isn't it? You get so excited, don't you? More excited than when you see the hedgehogs. Pigeon. Oh. You're going to show everyone your teeth. Show everyone your teeth. When I do that, she sometimes smiles for you. But yeah, we love Phoebe, don't we? You're a good little girl. Okie dokie then. Look, what I'm going to do is I'm going to quit it there and I'm going to see what this Dracula's all about. I said if there's not a video out tomorrow, probably the next video will be Monday. But I will try and get something up regarding the 3D printer because I'm absolutely stoked with that. So once again, Matthew Bean, thank you so much for giving me the offer to purchase that. That's absolutely brilliant. And thank you so much for watching. Until next, won't be next Thursday, the week after, it will be the next live stream.